is it conferences or hackathon? No. The resurgence of IRC. Yay!
Yeah. Everyone loves IRC now.
Techendo.
Yeah.
On Freenode.
That's right.
Shit.
So for everyone that doesn't know what IRC is, it's called Internet Relay Chat.
It's old school.
It's older than probably we are, in fact, right?
Well, definitely older than I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 12. So it's older than me.
You're turning 13 this month, right?
I'll be legal.
Yeah.
Woo! And which state?
Just
me
and Tim's
provide his
our private state we have. Yeah.
Old enough to die.
The state of Techendo.
So IRC, there is no. The resurgence of IRC.
Internet Relay Chat.
Yes, and it is a chat program where.
Why don't you tell us about it, Laura?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. I don't know anything about it.
We all know Laura uses IRC all day, every day.
I just read it over David's shoulder. I actually know nothing about it.
Yeah, so Internet Relay Chat is basically like a chat program where you join rooms that are called channels, and you can find pretty much anything from help from programming to just general chat to weird stuff. All you furry fans out there.
Yeah.
Heyo.
Heyo, shout out to my furry fans.
No, but I mean, there are channels for everything. If you want a channel for gardening, I mean, there's probably like Pound Gardening on Freenode, right?
Yeah, I'm sure that's just a huge segment of IRC users. Gardening.
That's a channel I'm trying to bring up with all my aunts.
Gardening, pound tulips.
When I was
pound tulips every day for sure.
When I was getting into hacking and freaking back in the day, I think IRC was an amazing resource for.
You're hacking and freaking again.
Yeah. Always freaking.
Well, that's how I got into IRC.
All right.
Yeah. So I got into IRC, and then there were.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Don't let it stop you.
What is happening?
Keep going.
I will edit all of this out.
You're hacking and freaking. Go on.
Continue.
Okay. Back when I was programming and wanted to learn more, I would get on IRC, and there were other kids my age. That were into the same scene. So like Sean Parker, Sean Fanning, the Napster guys were like just 1 degree of separation, and that's where pretty much all the product development happened back in the day. At least all the technical product development that was underground or cool or new.
Yeah, it was the first real social network.
It was. It was.
Well, no, that's not true. What about BBSs?
That's true.
BBMs.
Yeah,
well, that's the first social network that I was involved in. That's for sure.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
so the first one that mattered.
A lot of people got into IRC because I mean, it's not an application, right? It's a protocol. So there's tons of ways of reaching it.
Yeah.
Which is really the beauty of it. There's not just one way in. And it's available everywhere. There are mobile clients, there are web clients, there's native clients. It's great. You know, wherever you're at, you can go and talk with people, talk about gardening, talk about tech,
tulips,
find help. Yeah, tulips.
Yeah.
So the resurgence of IRC. IRC for a long time lost a lot of its users.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, everyone was going to MySpace and
because of
Friendster,
social networks.
Yeah, Facebook.
But I think one of the things you're seeing now is that it's forming around. Beforehand, it was forming around communities. Now it's forming around topics. You know, like people who, just like you said, like gardening. You know, like once upon a time that wouldn't have been a channel, but now it's feasible.
It's huge. We have upwards of 2 people on the channel.
Oh, are you doing it?
What is ChanServe?
Yeah. ChanServe and T. Jarratt.
Hey, why don't
Channel's
you...
off the hook. The conversations that happen in there. Man.
So wait, why don't you guys explain how you get on IRC? Because it's not like Digsby. It's not like something you can go download and...
Yeah,
I mean, explain to me about Digsby.
Well, it's just another IM client. So.
Well, it is essentially like an IM client. It is something you download, you connect to a server, and then you just join a room.
How do you join?
But like,
Hold
how
on.
do you
Let's actually... Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways of doing it, right? It's a protocol. So
okay.
how do you join IRC?
So I download a program, so I use a Mac, as you should as well, if you're cool. Called Colloquy? Colloquy? Is that how you pronounce that?
Colloquy.
Colloquy.
Colloquy?
Sure.
No,
I
planted the seed of doubt.
Yeah.
So it's a, you know...
I haven't said that out loud to anyone.
A graphical I mean, it's a graphical user interface that you download and connect to, and you join a channel.
Via your internet browser?
No. So you use your internet browser to download this app. Do a search. Actually, the link is right here. And download that app, and then you can join our channel right here. And come talk to us. Like, hang out, and I'll explain the rest of the internet to you. If that's what you're into.
All of the internet.
Prepared to be shocked.
It's starting, yeah.
We're gonna start at the deep, dark, crazy shit.
Starting at Lemon Party.
I'm sorry.
We're starting at the very end of it.
Okay, so that's how you join IRC.
Yes.
So I spend all day in Emacs editing text files. For
Boo!
my job.
This is where editing boo.
And I literally hit MetaX FN-IRC Connect.
You lost me.
And yeah. So I mean, it's all integrated through my text editor. I just have a mode for one of my buffers that does it. It's
right.
it
So
works.
you all have to do it from your text editor.
I mean, I do.
He does.
I
Yeah,
do.
he does.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to connect. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's
It's
a
a
Vim.
service.
There's a Vim plugin for it, probably.
Okay.
There's probably a TextMate plugin.
Yep.
Just
Good.
like there's.
Sublime.
Okay, so it's
Probably
the
a Sublime
equivalent.
edit, yeah.
It's the equivalent of like a bunch of Twitter clients, right?
Yeah,
totally.
It's like
totally.
the service, right?
Yeah.
But you can connect to it however you want to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even more specifically, it's probably more like email and like Twitter. You're always connecting to Twitter, right? Even on IRC, you can connect to
different
whatever
servers.
server you want,
Yeah.
and every server can have a bunch of different channels on it. So
Yeah.
just like one of the biggest ones is Freenode, and there are a ton of others as well. But then companies can often run their own private and do run their own private IRC servers.
Wasn't there a recent company that just started doing private hosted IRC?
Grove.
Grove, yeah, that was.
They sold it.
Yeah, that was a really interesting company. I
It
used
was
them. I used
interesting.
them for a while.
Did you really?
Yeah. It wasn't. I mean, it was okay service, but it was really cool to actually see someone like making that part of their business model.
Yeah, and they had a who was a girl?
They shut down recently, though, right?
They sold.
Were they a
Sold
YC
it.
company?
I thought they were.
It was the
They-
woman.
yeah,
the
that Leah
young-
Colville was doing
Yeah,
it, and
that's
it was
right.
with
yeah.
and then they were doing a web chat thing as well. What was that
Convor.
called? Yeah,
Yeah.
And Convor was great.
yeah, it was good.
And also, it had a very similar feel to IRC in that there were channels you could subscribe to. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything's kind of an iteration or permutation of something that's come before it. So I think IRC was a huge influence on things that we're offering now, products we're offering now.
Definitely.
And so everyone knows that IRC was really big for a long time, and then had a sort of decline.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think IRC is so big now?
Well, I don't think it is big.
I mean,
I
I think
Freenode
it's
is the only
growing.
one
It's
growing.
it's
Yeah.
it's growing.
It's an important distinction. It's not big right now, but
Right.
it is growing.
It is growing, and I
Okay.
think it's the immediacy of like a result, right? It's that real time interaction, and I think that's become really important lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why is that better than a forum?
Because I don't want to wait for an answer.
Well, I know that, but forum software sucks, and I think we're starting to see. Well, Discourse is the first decent piece of forum software that's been released in 20 years. Well, not 20, but
definitely,
10
yeah.
years. And everything else
Definitely
before
better
that
than
was
BB Edit.
exactly right. It's like that's been the cutting edge. I would not sign up for forums beforehand. I think they're
And
awful.
yet I really listen to what forums say. Like, I
Yeah.
read their information
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, who contributes to this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably
It's-
robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.